Hello, it's a Silent Artist here, and since it's Geek Week for YouTube, I'm going to say the top 10 Invader Zim characters. I'm going to start from 10 to 1, so it's fair. And, of course, some people can guess my number 1, but we'll see when we get there. Number 10, Purple Tallest. He's playing funny, and the voice actor is also the one who did Weekly for Lilo and Stitch. So that's pretty cool that the voice actor got to play crazy green aliens. I mean, there's not much to say, even though he is more the dumb one opposed to Tallest Red. But he's still a pretty good character. With all the parking structure plant and whatnot. That's enough. We're gonna go to number 9. He doesn't have a name, but he's probably famous for one line in the fry cook that came from all that space. Who are you and why are you even talking to me? This scene came from when Zim was just sitting at a booth, talking to this guy, and just, I guess, telling him a random story or something. Nobody knows it. You come in like near the end of it, and he just says, "Who are you and why are you talking to me?" And that is the craziest thing because, I mean, you just come in you. Oh, that's hard to explain things sometimes. I mean, poor guy's just confused that Zim is talking to him when Zim should be actually working. 8, Miss Bitter. She's probably the coolest yet creepiest teacher I've seen in a cartoon because she could care less about education, yet she tells about the scariest, creepiest, nastiest things even heard of. She explains the ring around the rosy, something about zombies, and the first episode something about how space will implode on itself. Who knows when that will happen? There's random rumors about stuff and what she is and what she isn't. She could be Ice Queen for all anyone knows. But she burns in the sun. But we don't know much, do we? So Miss Bitters is one pretty cool teacher. And the fact she'll just let students go off anywhere is pretty neat. When the announcer, Gurr, had said for all those students to go on a field trip, she just said, "Go now." She didn't question, she didn't put out permission slips, she didn't do anything. She just let them go, which was pretty neat, because there was no paperwork in the way. It was just go on a field trip, which that field trip sucked, but whatever. Then 7, Keith. Keith, the clingy best friend. The guy you wish you could get rid of, but you don't want to but don't because he's very hard to get rid of. Hey buddy, wanna go to circus? Always. Always with the circus. Always with, hey Zim, you wanna go somewheres? And it's funniest. Sorry, I'm reading something right now and it distracted me, but Keith. The clingy best friend that is miraculously, I guess, a zombie because he survived, yet he was killed in the first episode. Number 6, Dib. Now, he's ranked pretty low, but Erkins do top my list. Dib is pretty much that human underdog. The guy that everyone says, ew, he's weird, ew, he's this, he's that. But he's so smart, he's stupid. He's smart about paranormal, science, aliens, yada yada, but he's too stupid to try to get with the society or somehow create a common interest and then have them listen to him. Same thing with Sheldon Cooper. But, you know, Dib and Sheldon Cooper meeting would probably be the craziest thing in the world. But Dib is still pretty cool, and his glasses defy all logic, and I wear glasses myself, so that's pretty funny to me. Just close your eyes, glasses, just eyes go strawberry glasses. But I think that hurt. So I'm glad that doesn't happen in the real world, and I really don't think I should contacts. Just based off of my own opinion. 5, Service Drone Bob. Why I picked him is because in Hobo 13, This poor guy is just pretty much used for most of the episode. But around maybe the end of 2/3 of it, he pretty much says, no, I'm not going to work for you anymore. I'm off. Because Zim had just made it through the whole thing and they owe him a whole lot of monies. But we all know the Tallest won't pay those monies. But since Zim won, he felt the uprising was occasional. And he took it. And no one has ever really sent him to the Tallest without getting hurt. Which Bob did get hurt. So, the ship was headed towards the sun, and Zim somehow survived that. 4. Gaz. She is probably most similar to Mandy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, but she's pretty cool. She has just not really given any care to the fact that Zim is an alien, or the fact that he's a stupid alien. She's just sitting back, just watching his destruction, playing her game slave with vampire piggies and everything. And of course, the whole rumor of demonic power, she can just hurt anyone she wants. I mean, she got mad at Dib over a pizza. Just a pizza slice. Don't get in front of her food. Or a game slave. Anyway, she just kick ass. 3. Tack. Tack. She's pretty cool as a female Urkin. We all know Urkin society is very materialism, military-like. That sounded weird. But, I mean, usually the common female of a species is all this girly thing. Tack is, however, the great opposite. She's actually more intelligent than Zim, though Zim doesn't understand this himself. And the fact that they're both not gothic, but more just kick-ass. Just not all that stereotypical girly thing. And stereotypical girly is quite annoying to me, honestly. So, Tack's pretty cool because she's just not girly. She actually was close to taking over the world. But, of course, things happened and Zim won in the end. She was supposed to come back for top of the line and, somehow destroy Sur units, but Gur would advance and stuff, but, oh well. You know, if they continue production, that'd be an episode I'd like to see. Number 2, Scooge. He's adorable! And probably the second underdog of the show. He was the first one to conquer Blorch. And what does he get? He gets shot through space. Poor thing. It said that later on, if it had continued, he would hide in Zim's basement. But since production never continued, we don't see him in Zim's basement at all. And that's also opened the shipping Zim and Scooge romance, which is weird because of the whole romance thing and Urkins don't love and blah blah blah. Also, I believe he's somehow adapted to living without a pack because in Hobo 13 they did not draw a pack on him. So he has adapted somehow. He is a mutated Urkin. Amazing. But he's just adorable. The poor underdog gets shot out of a cannon even after he took over a planet. But Tallest will never accept the fact that someone so short and so ugly took over a planet. But he still has a special place for some of us. And number 1 is Gert. No, I'm kidding. It's Zim. I've loved Zim since, well, not love, like, oh my god, but loved him as a sense of a great character. He's basically that teenager that everyone is. Which he is a teenager in his own alien age, but that's beside the point. He's basically struggling to try and prove himself to people he looks up to, in his case, the Tallest. And everyone's trying to do that as well, but the person they look up to is different. It could be your parents, grandparents, and someone that's passed away. It could be anybody. But the way you connect that the person and him are trying to do the same thing, prove themselves. Not just, hey, look at me, I'm doing stuff. It's, I'm trying something. I'm gonna do something. Look what I can do. Also, he does his typical fails and the typical bully being Dib. And these fights are actually very funny. In the fact that Dib always gets the bad end of the stick, and Zim gets pretty much the easy way out. Except Mega Doomer when nobody won. But that's beside the point. And Zim is adorable. I don't know why people don't see this. I mean, he's short. He's got big expressive eyes. He's adorable. Little sweetheart. And, well, he's not sweetheart, but he can be. I mean, he does see Gur as a little brother rather than an annoyance. Though Gur is rather really, really annoying. And let's see, what else is there about Zim? He's pretty funny the way he acts and doesn't understand. Like, if he hears something, he'll assume off the word, which is hilarious. I've done it a couple times in role playing when there was a crossover with him and America from Italia, and he saw Finland, the land of Finns. Zim not understanding anything and trying to learn is funny. I don't know if you find that funny, but I find that funny. I mean, it's just my personal reasons that I like Zim, and why I consider him the _1 spot. Now, let me explain one thing. I did not put Gur in here because I cannot stand him. Yes, I do admit some scenes are very cute, but I do not like him as a character always being loved. I'll tolerate him in the scenes where he is really just comedic relief. He is just there to lighten it up before Joanne takes it like way too far with the darkness and Zim's ideas or the tone of the scene. But Gur is over everything. That's enough to make anyone sick. And every time you see Gur, or a real fan sees Gur stuff from a person, they're like, "Oh, you like Invader Zim? Yeah, it's a great show. Well, what's your favorite character? Gur. Well, anyone else? Can you name anyone else? Who else? What's Invader Zim? That honestly annoys me, because why wear the product if you don't know what it's from? It's basically a poser. And Gur-tards can be posers. Because Gur is just a robot. Not really important. Well, he is important for comedic relief, but he's not important as like a major part of the show. Okay, he's a major part of the show, but he shouldn't get this much fame. Zim should get the fame. It's Invader Zim, not Robot Girl or something else. I don't know. I really don't like Gur. I will not even work with him. I will not have him in roleplay, because I do roleplay a Zim, but you have to find me out. But I do not have Gur with me. I do not, and I will get annoyed if someone else is like, "Oh, hey, where's Gur?" I do have a backstory set up for that. And this has been my top 10 ranking Raiders and characters because of Geek Week, and liking obscure things, old things is like really geeky and neat. I'm a large Invader Zim fan. I hope to go to InvaderCon, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.